Hello and welcome to my stamp studio. Can you believe it's hump day already? So excited to be here. I've got some new product to show you. Woohoo! I'm super excited about this. It is an amazing promotion. And as you know, I am a total sucker for anything that is nautical or water related. So I'm super excited to bring this to you. So I'm just getting my screen set up here, and I will be bringing everything in just a moment. So just bear with me for just a second here. Here we go. I want to be able to see your comments as you're joining today. So let me know if what you're having for lunch today. I am going to be having some chicken tacos when we're done with the video here. So yay. Been a pretty hectic meeting day for me. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Let's see, Waves of the Ocean. If you're watching this replay on YouTube, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see my videos. Also, if you click on the little notify bell, that will notify you when you're logged into YouTube that I've posted a new video. And if you are joining me live on Facebook, please comment. Let me know how you're doing, what you're having for lunch today. Or if you've come back to watch the replay, let me know that too. It really does help me out so I can bring you better content. So I put my one comment on, that way I can see everything. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about the Waves of the Ocean product collection. This just became available yesterday. So this is an exclusive early release on the stamp set and the dies, but also they're giving you exclusive things to some of the products. So some of the exclusive products are these amazing pieces of designer series paper. I know it's a little hard to see here, but we've got some designer series paper and it is gorgeous. So one side is like blue and the greens, and the other side is just like the yellows and the oranges and the corals. And then there's some awesome blue foil and amazing rhinestones. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. These are all while supplies last. They are not going to be in the next catalog, and they will sell out because I can tell you they are beautiful. I will be having a special offer if you order the whole collection. So the whole collection is the stamp set, the dies, the paper, the foil, and the rhinestones. I'm going to be sending you a free class in the mail. So I will go ahead and I'll put my link to that sign up. So what you just have to do is go to my online store, purchase the suite. There is one number here, this 161797, that will get you that entire suite. Shoot me an email. Let me know that you purchased the suite, and I will send you the class kit. So the class kit has 4 different cards I've designed, and everything is kind of pre-cut for you. So let me show you one of those really quick, and then we will be getting going to some stamping. Oh, now I am, you know what I'll do is, yeah, I don't want to show you all the stamp cards. Okay. I am going to have another video just on this alone, but I'm going to quick show you the card. So here's the card. Ooh, pretty card. And then I'm going to show you how your kit will come. So your kit will come, and each project will be in its own envelope. So you get an envelope with it. And it will contain all the pre-cut and scored cardstock that you need to do that project. So this was a pretty quick one. I just need a piece of thick white, some basic white, and a scrap of Coastal Cabana, and a piece of that silver foil, which is in that blue foil package. Now, what's special about this, I am going to be giving you this template. So there's not a die that Stampin' Up currently offers for it. And the way that they actually made the hand is someone free-handed and cut that. So I'm going to save you some time. You can trace this right on top of your designer series paper and cut it out and have a perfect starburst every time. So you will get that when you purchase the product suite. Okay, let's get going on our card. And so our card's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to show you ahead of time this time. I like to change it up. Yeah, like to be able to surprise you every once in a while. So we'll move that out of the way. I'm going to bring in my pieces for my cards. So I need my soft suede ink pad. I need a piece of thick Very Vanilla. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. So go ahead and grab my bone folder here, and we'll give it a good press, just like that. Okay, and I'm just looking for my mat here. Okay, these are red rubber, so I don't necessarily need to have my paper piercing mat. Okay, so here's our first card base, and then I have a piece of Very Vanilla that is measured 5 by 3 3/4, and I have a piece of that DSP, amazing DSP, that is cut to 3 3/4 by 3 inches. So love that. I have a scrap of Very Vanilla for a label and a scrap of soft suede for our die cut birds. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to bring in our Waves dies, and I want to show you all the coolness of these dies. Look at all of this. These are so cool. So these will actually die cut waves for you, and you can put them right on your cardstock. We're not going to be using this one in this video, but I will have a lot more projects to come. Don't worry. We're going to be using this tag here. And then this right here is actually the birds. So we're going to be die cutting the birds out of our soft suede. These right here, if you're wondering what these are, so these are clouds. And right here, this little funky image, when you die cut that, that actually layers over the top of the cloud. Yeah, layers over the top of the cloud just like that, and gives the cloud a little bit of dimension. So I can kind of show you what that will look like. So both of those pieces are the clouds. And this is the pelican. So we'll actually, you know, we're going to go ahead and die cut him too. And I want to show you what the cloud looks like. I'll grab out one of my samples here. I'm going to kind of hide the sample on you because that's part of the class kit, but you get enough peek of it. Okay, so this is what the cloud looks like right here with those layers, and that is the die cut wave. So I just want to show you a little sneak peek. Hello, Amy. How are you? And I think I saw Becky out there. Hello, everyone. Okay. I know, spur of the moment. I forgot to actually plan this ahead of time to post it earlier. Oh, well. Life happens. All right. So I'm also going to be bringing in my mini die cut machine. I wanted to share this with you because it also is on special this month, and only for the month of March. So right now, you can get this baby for only $48, which is an amazing deal. Normally it's $60. If you decide to purchase a starter kit and join my Ink Trails team, you can actually get another 20% off that price. So it comes down to like $34. Bonus. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll share more information on that with you. But as part of the Savings Are in Bloom promotion, not only is the die cut machine on sale, there are several bundles of stamp sets and dies that are also on sale. Now, some of these are no longer bundled in the catalog, but they brought them back together so that they can offer you the bundle prices. All through this month, I am going to be doing live videos and everything on various bundles. So the first one will be tomorrow night during our Stampin' Fun and More at 6:44 on Facebook. And I will upload that to YouTube as well. All right, let's go ahead and get a couple things going. So one of the things I need to do here is I need to trim this piece of cardstock down because the base here of my pretty little mini cut and embossed purse here, it's only like 2 pounds or 3 pounds, will only fit a piece of paper that's going to be about 3.5 inches wide. I don't need that big of a piece for what I'm doing, so I'm just going to cut off a little strip here. Put that aside. Now, every once in a while, I have some challenges using the white base that comes with the die cut machine. And it's because sometimes the thickness of the dies vary. So what I found is if I have a problem with the white card base, which is number 1, switch it out with this one here. And this is used really for embossing folders, but switch it out with this plate. It just will allow you to kind of get the machine to kind of pull that forward better. And again, it's just dependent on what die you're using. So, but I have found that that really helps. I've ordered new plates and everything else like that, and I found just by switching it to the gray one, it works amazing. So when you're feeding this through, if it's not feeding through properly, switch out to the gray one. All right, so we're going to be die cutting some birds. So I've got my base plate, my cutting plate, and another cutting plate here. So I'll just quick run this through and see how easy that pulls that through. So if you're having challenges, go ahead and switch it out. All right, I'm going to go back this way just so it's easier for me. Now, the most amazing thing about this, it folds up, it can stay on your desktop. It comes fully assembled except for one thing. You need to add your handle. That's all. That's all the assembly that's required for using this. All right, I'm going to stamp a couple things. Okay, here are the little seagulls that we'll be using. And they just, I mean, they're adorable. Just simple little pieces. You know what? I'm going to cut a couple more. I just decided that I want a few more. And that's what's nice. So now I didn't have to dig out my big machine. I can easily just run this through right here and leave it right at my workstation. I do use this quite frequently because I do like the ease of not having to bring that big one out. However, if I'm cutting a lot of things, I'll use the big one so I can cut multiple at one time. All right, so I'm done with that piece. Now, if your little die cut pieces get stuck, grab your take a pick tool and just poke them through. There we go. Just like that. All right, we'll move those up out of the way so I don't lose them. And we'll bring in this scrap piece of paper here. This is the Very Vanilla and my stamp pad. Let's go ahead and grab a block because I didn't pull any blocks out. Okay, that was not going to be big enough. Let's see if I just have another one handy dandy at the moment. Well, I'll need some seal. So I had everything cut and everything, but I didn't bring out my adhesives. Kind of hard to stamp if you don't have adhesive, right? So I am going to, this is a stamp set. Isn't it amazing? So look at this wave. It is really artistic. And when you stamp this, you can see all that detail. It is truly amazing. And I do like the inspirational sentiments that are with this. So we're going to actually take the pelican on the pylons here. And we'll go ahead and put that right there. Ink him up. And I'm just going to put him right here. And since I'm stamping one, I might as well stamp two because, you know what? I think I'll probably make a second card right away. All right. Don't worry if you got that little shadow there. It's fine because we're going to actually be die cutting that out, so I don't have to worry about it. So let me go ahead and grab my scrub here. So this is a Stampin' Scrub, and this is what you can use to clean your stamps. Okay, I've got my pet hair somehow got in here. I'll have to take my lint brush to that later. I've got my Stampin' Mist, and I'm just going to spray the little side that has the raindrops. That's the wet side. And we're going to clean this. I really do like using this for the red rubber stamps. And then this other little side with a little sunshine is my dry side. Okay, that way my stamp is all cleaned up. Tip for you, when you're using these cling mount sets, this label is super sticky, so you don't want to leave it on your block for a long period of time. Like, if you're going to be stamping quite a bit, then go ahead and leave it on while you're stamping, but don't leave it on overnight. It gets really hard to pull off. Okay, we'll close that up. I'm going to bring in some of my blends here, and I am just going to add a little bit of color to the pelican. This right here. I'm going to try it with that, and then I'm going to try it with the light. Let's see which I like better. So again, these are the Stampin' Blends. These are, they come as a pair, light and dark. Oh, I think I like that better. And I think that's really all that I'm going to color on there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and die cut these out, and then we're going to do a little bit more coloring with our blends. So, before I die cut that out, I just need to trim this down a little bit because, again, my platform is only 3.5 inches wide, so I'm just going to trim it just like that. bring in my platform. Put my die right on there, just like that. And let's see, maybe I can fit the two. Well, we'll just do one at a time. Okay, kind of hard for me to do it upside down, and hopefully I'm in the video for you. All right, and I do like to kind of put my stuff at an angle. Another demonstrator referred to this as speed bumps. So sometimes when you put this in straight, it'll make that like clunk clunk sound. Yeah, those speed bumps. You can avoid it by just angling your die. All right. So you'll hear a little creaking. That's fine. It's just cutting. All right. So here is our pylon piece. Let's get our label cut out here. That's a really bad angle, but that's okay. We'll slide that through. Oh, what did I do here? I'm going through the other way just because I want to make sure I have it on a piece of paper. All right. So here it comes. Magic. All right. I'm going to put this guy off to the side because I won't really need that anymore. And we have our amazing looking little label. And what's so cool about this label is you can wrap some thread right through there. So I'm going to just grab a scrap piece of cardstock here, or not cardstock, just a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to stamp sentiment on here. And I'm going to stamp You're So Totally Awesome. Actually, I'm going to do the strength one instead. I kind of feel the need to do that one. So your strength is the inspiration. So have you ever seen pelicans and how large they really are, and how, I mean, they're pretty magnificent. I mean, to withstand some of the winds and everything that they do when they're flying and at sea, it's just amazing. All right, so I'm going to stamp that right on there. I could have stamped and then run it through my die cut machine, but I know it was going to fit, so it wasn't a stretch for me to have to do. All right. So that is it for that stamping. I'm going to bring in my Flowers for Every Season pack. There are 3 bolts of ribbon that come in this, and it is still available in our catalog. It probably won't be for long. Just remember, our retiring list is going to be coming out soon because it is almost that time for new catalog. And if you are a demonstrator, you get the first sneak peek of the catalog before anyone else does. Super excited. So I'll be able to pick out my upcoming products that I want ahead of time. Okay, so I am just taking my, this is actually Just Jade, and I want to lighten it up a little bit so it coordinates a little bit better with this. And because I'm using Very Vanilla, I don't want to see that white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my light blend here, and this is Soft Sea Foam, and I am just going to just run some ink right over the top of that. And get rid of that white. And this will dry pretty quickly. Usually what I do is I dry this before I actually, I'll color it before I actually start my card. I kind of did it in reverse this time. But it'll just take a couple minutes to dry. And I'm going to give myself enough of a piece so that I can tie a little bow at the end. Now, if you wanted to go a little darker, you could use the dark Soft Sea Foam too. Totally your preference. But I love being able to color ribbon to be whatever color I need. So I love to use the blends for that. All right, let's get a scissors here so I can trim this down. Always use a sharp scissors or a snips when you are cutting your ribbon. You don't want to have any little frayed edges there. Okay, so I'm going to put that off to the side while it dries. And I've got a couple things to do here. So I'm going to just tear this in half. So this is where I said I can make 2 cards. All right. So, and you can choose whichever one you want. I'm going to choose this one here. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that right to my card front. Actually, I'm going to use this one first because we're going to do it 2-sided here. So I'm going to put this one up a little bit higher because I'm going to come back in with this one and layer it. And I'm going to put this right in there as well. Okay. What you can do to actually kind of blend this together, I think I really do want to blend that together a little more. I'm going to pull in one of my blender pens. I want to give that a little bit more color. So let's see. Just need to get the one I used earlier. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Buried underneath. Okay. All right. You can do this 2 ways. Actually, with this, because it is a dye-based ink, water-based ink, this will blend in. If you wanted to add more color than what's there, I'll show you that little trick in just a second. So if I want to add a little color, I can squish this. Don't squish too hard because you don't want to break your case. Or you could use refill, but you can take a little bit of this right there, and I'm going to add just some lines where these ropes are on the pylons here. Just like that. I can take a scrap piece of paper and kind of clean this blender pen off. And then I can come back in and kind of blend this together a little more. It just adds a little bit more to the color. All right, I'm going to add on my pelican, because they're usually kind of a darker brown. I'm just going to add some color in here. Love blender pens, because it can be whatever color you need it to be. All right, there we go. That's what I needed. A little something on there. Okay, so let's take these 2 pieces, and again, I'm going to layer them where I think they should be. Yeah, I don't like that side. I like this side. Just like that. If you wanted to make them, a different shape, so if I really wanted, I could kind of tear this a little more and give it a more like wave feel. I like to do that when I'm making a snow background. I like to use my basic white to do that. Okay, let's get that adhered down. So we'll just go ahead and take some seal here. All right, I'm going to put it up here. Just like that. Take a little more seal here. And notice I'm not going to do the top part because I want to tuck this in there. So I'm going to put this right here. Now, if you wanted to put this up on dimensionals, you can. Oh, I did the wrong side. Oh, well. That was not the side I wanted to use. Too late. Have adhesive on it. All right. I'm going to tuck this in right here. And I think what I'll do is I will add dimensionals to this guy. So I've got my little scraps here, so I might as well just finish up with this. So add this strip right here. Oopsie, went too far. Oh, that's fine. It'll be kind of hidden. And I'll do a strip up here. And then I just need a little piece for his head here. Okay, let's get our snips out. Be much easier just to snip a little piece. Pop that right on his head. Peel these all off. I almost threw it in my drink there. That wouldn't have been good. Dimensional paper in your drink, not a good flavor. It's just water, so don't worry. Okay, I just tucked that in a little bit. Let's wrap our ribbon around here. So I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to just thread it through the bottom, just like that. And we'll come through this other side. And hopefully I've cut myself a long enough piece here that I can tie my bow. All right, so I'm just going to adjust this a little more, and once I have it where I want, I'm going to actually just take a dimensional, so I'm going to lift this up, just like that. I'm going to take a couple pieces of dimensionals, and this is going to pop it up, but it will also allow me to adhere my ribbon to the back. Here we go. There we go. Right. Ah, come on. I can't get that picked up. There we go. Oh my goodness. I can't get it picked up. There we go. Okay. And putting that back where I want. I'm just pulling the ribbon a little bit so I can put that where I want. There we go. All right. And I didn't leave myself enough to tie a bow, so I guess I'll just tie a knot, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Now, one little secret here, when you are coloring your ribbon with your blends, it kind of stiffens that ribbon up a little bit. Just so you know. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to even bother trimming those yet because I'm going to put it on my card base. But now I've got these handy dandy little birds that I had cut out. So we're going to go ahead and add some of these right to the front. And I am just going to take some liquid glue. Now what I did is I have this little container that has this great, amazing tip on it. But I poured my multi-glue into here. So, and the reason I did that is because I like to be able to get this right here. I got a nice thin amount, so I'm not going to get glue all over my project unless I drop my pieces all over the place. So I'll put one here, and I think I can probably tuck one in behind that ribbon up there. So when I'm moving this back, I'm just doing it so I can see. So here, I'll try to do it up in the video so you can see what I'm doing. All right. I told you I fall for any of these aquatic type stamp sets. And I have made a lot of cards with these. I think I've made about 10 cards now. And I just got it the other day. So super excited about this one. All right, there we go. Okay, next part, we're going to go ahead and adhere it to our base. We'll use some dimensionals to do that with. And we'll just grab this one and keep using this. All right. So, again, you can use every part of that sheet of dimensionals that you get, and then just get more. It's only $4 for like a package of, what, 300? I think it is. I will put a list of supplies, little recipe card, in the description or in the comments, so you can see all the products that I've used. Again, mostly I've used just the Waves of the Ocean collection, and I added some ribbon. So love it. And I don't think we'll need to have any bling on here. We'll see how it's going to look. I kind of like it just very simple. Isn't that pretty? And just trim it down here. Pop in an envelope. And you are set to go. Okay, let's pull out the bling so I can just show you how amazing these are. So this is the Rhinestone Waves Basic Jewels. There is like some blue and some Coastal Cabana and some like Granny Apple Green and like Bermuda. So yeah, these are amazing. I don't really think that I need to have them on here. I think I like the card just simple like this. Okay, so that is today's lunch break. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I hope you enjoy your lunch today. Take care, and again, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And if you are watching on Facebook, make sure to join the My Stamp Studio group so that you can see and share your projects online. Take care. Bye.